Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to this video. We're going to be reviewing episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. You know me, big bro, Lamar Ludy. Got my little bro, Logan, here. We're going to get this review going. We're going to tell you guys what we think. We got some likes. We've got some dislikes. We've got some hopes for the future. And yes, I did say we have some likes. We're going to tell you there was a couple things that we actually did like about this movie. Then we'll head into those dislikes and those hopes for the future of the Star Wars franchise. So, little bro, why don't you start us off? What did you like about the movie?
Okay, first and foremost, the opening scene with Kylo Ren on Mustafar. That scene really got me excited to watch the movie. I thought it was going to be really good. Him cutting through those Mustafarians. I wish I did a little more of that, but it was really good. And then him going to Exegol, where Palpatine was, and him, meeting him. We were anticipating that because when we heard he was going to be back in the film, everyone was losing their minds. Like, Palpatine's back? He's back? Ooh, this could be interesting. And that part right after that was really cool. All of Kylo Ren's scenes were really cool. I love Kylo Ren. He's probably my favorite character in the series. I really like the actor too. He does a lot of good films I like, but that's pretty much it. Most for all my likes. So what about you, big bro?
Okay. Well, I'm going to piggyback off what you said with Adam Driver's delivery of Kylo Ren. I thought he did do a good job, and that leads into one of my likes, which was the casting. I do believe that the cast for this sequel trilogy, I believe Disney did a good job casting these people. I think that Daisy Ridley did a good job with what she had. Adam Driver did a good job with what he had. Ian McDiarmid is always going to do a good job as the Emperor. So I do think that there was a lot of good stuff going on with the cast. Another one of the likes that I had was the music. I've never complained about Star Wars music. I always feel that it touches you right here. It gets you involved. It helps pull you in and feel what the characters are feeling. Of course, it's always, the music is always good. The score is always good. And I do feel that Disney and Lucasfilm did a good job with the Star Wars music for the sequel trilogy. This brings us into my last like, which, like I said, there's not going to be many, but there are a couple, was the special effects. Hey, little bro, what did you think about the special effects?
Well, special effects were, of course, top notch. Just the lightsabers to the ships flying into hyperspace. The explosions. It's what you would expect from a Star Wars movie.
That's right.
Let alone any movie nowadays, anyway.
Yeah, I do agree. The special effects. When you go to watch one of these Star Wars films, you do get lost in the movie, and you get lost in the special effects. They're top notch. There's no denying it. It's top notch. It's top notch, top quality special effects that you can really enjoy. And it's just unfortunate, as this leads us right into the bulk of this video, is going to be the dislikes. You can't use those special effects to cover up a lot of the holes in your story, a lot of the holes in your plot. And we get right. That's what Disney was trying to do. What do you think, little bro? The dislikes.
All right. Well, the first dislike right off the bat is Rey's Jedi training. Like, there was a huge lack of it in The Last Jedi, which had a lot of fans questioning, why she was so powerful without any training. And they tried to help us along in the new movie with her being trained by Leia, which sort of helped, but like Jedi in her mouth, so it didn't really help that much. But it was nice to see that she did. But it's the character a bit. Like, it just hurts her development a bit. Like, wouldn't you agree?
Oh no, I definitely agree. When you're rushing through the film and you're leaving out integral parts, Rey's Jedi training, that's integral. We need to see that. We saw it in Empire Strikes Back. We saw Luke training. We saw the development of the characters in the prequel trilogy and in the original trilogy. We saw them developing. improving in power, improving in their ability. Here in the sequel trilogy, we don't see that. And doing quick shots, one shots of Rey running through the forest. I'm sorry, but that's just not going to cut it. It's not going to cut it when she is supposed to be, the final Jedi. And spoiler alert, the final Skywalker. That's not going to cut it. The next thing that we felt with this film, or I felt at least, was that the film just felt rushed as a whole. It wasn't only her training that was rushed through; the whole film was rushed through. Them rushing from planet to planet. We have our heroes, Finn, Poe, Chewbacca, Rey, and C-3PO. They're rushing from planet to planet, and it's like, okay, what? We're just following along on this. I understand it's supposed to be a space odyssey, but the feel of it is rushed. There's no development or attachment created for these characters as we go along through the movie. And I think that's really something that they missed out on, an opportunity to connect the characters that they've created to the fan base. So what do you think, Logan? What's up next for you as far as we go with the dislikes?
Well, here's another one: is the Sith Troopers. The red advertised pretty much all over before the movie came out, like with toys or whatever. We saw them at the end of the film for like 5 seconds,
if that.
5 seconds. Your new stormtrooper or whatever, your new trooper. We don't even get to see them like in action doing anything. Like nothing with Kylo Ren. Nothing really with the Emperor, like nothing. We see them. We see them fighting the Resistance for one scene, really. That's
right.
it.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
it. And to lead into that, the Knights of Ren. Like we've only heard about them. We heard about them in the episode 7. We heard about it in episode 7. Didn't hear about any of them in 8, and then they're being used in their comics, their Kylo Ren comics, but this is our first time seeing them on screen. And they have one shot where they're standing. There's one shot where they're walking through the hallways with Kylo Ren. There's only one scene where Kylo Ren fights them at the end, but we don't see them. We don't see them doing anything really. They're supposed to be sensitive, dark Jedi, if you want to call them, and we don't get to see them. Mm-hmm. Yep, Force sensitive dark Jedi. We don't get to see them. We don't get to see them. We don't get to see them do anything. We don't get to see them fight Resistance fighters. We don't get to see them.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate that Disney has chosen to go this route of using other media to tell the story, to further the storyline, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I buy the novels. I buy the graphic novels. I buy the books. I buy other sources of media to, fulfill what I want to learn about Star Wars. But not everybody's like that, and you shouldn't build up these characters and then say, "Oh yeah, that's right. Go pick up the comic book to figure out the story about them." You have the time on that screen to develop those characters and give us a story with them included, where we can find out everything that we want to know as fans. Being true to your fan base is what this is all about. I mean, I've been watching Star Wars since 1983, and you're going to give me, a half-baked story that's rushed, and you're going to give me characters that haven't been developed. I'm sorry, but that's not gonna cut it. It's not going to cut it. So our main dislike, at least my main dislike, for the sake of going, beating up a dead dog, my main dislike was the fact that there's no Jedi Force Ghost, and of course, there's no Darth Vader. There's no Force Ghost of Anakin Skywalker. And you want
no Darth Vader?
None. And you want to just give me a disembodied voice?
None?
I'm sorry, but it's just not going to work. It's just not going to work. They could have, and this is something that I thought, go the in-game route. Give us Jedi Force Ghosts. Give us as many as you can. Have them help Rey defeat the Emperor. You want to call him, the ultimate Sith Lord, even though he was just a clone, which we found out in a novel. We didn't even find that out in the movie. And we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about these comic books and these novels in another video. But give us all the Jedi you can. Go the in-game route. Go the Marvel in-game route. saturate the screen with Jedi. Have them supporting Rey. Have them helping her fight off Palpatine.
Empowering
have them help her deliver the final blow to the dark side. So then that way we can feel at least a little bit better, about the way that this final battle ended. So I don't know. What do you think about that?
To piggyback what you said on Anakin, I mean, Anakin is in this saga.
Say that again. He's the what?
He's the most important person in this saga. He's the most important person, and I mean, the stories 1 through 6 is about him. 1, 2, 3 is about his rise as a Jedi and his fall to the dark side. 4, 5, and 6 are how he gets redeemed.
Yep.
And for him is the travesty, really. He should have been in this movie because it's about him. It really is about him. Redeem Kylo Ren instead of Han Solo, which I don't understand why he was there to begin with. But he should have been there to redeem Han Solo. He should have been there at the final battle with Rey and to help her defeat his former master.
Right. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Well, hey, we're just going to give you a couple hopes for the future. What we're hoping the franchise is going to go after this movie. I know it's not happening, but it's something that I'm hoping for would be a J.J. Abrams cut. I would like to see the deleted scenes. Maybe those could help. Maybe the reason why Disney's not putting out those deleted scenes is just because they know that they would be good, and it's going to create even more of a backlash. I know it's already been a couple of months since the movie was released, 3 months, and we're still sitting here talking about it. So maybe that's the reason why they just don't want to reopen that wound so quick. And that leads me to my last hope, and then I'll let my little bro give his real quickly here. We don't want to make this video too long, but just listen to your fan base. Please, Disney, just listen to your fan base. We know that there was a big cry out after The Last Jedi. There's an even larger cry out after Rise of Skywalker. Just listen to your fan base going forward and make content that the fans are gonna like. The true fans of Star Wars are gonna like. And you know what? This isn't to bash on anybody who did like Episode 9. Like I said, there's things about the movie that that we liked. I'm just talking about to wrap up this epic series and these epic characters. Anakin Skywalker, Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia, Han Solo, the Emperor. To wrap up these iconic characters in American history, you have to do them justice. You got to treat them with care. Yep. So, little bro, you want to give us a couple of your hopes for the future?
Well, one of my hopes is, and I know it won't happen too, it's to retcon 8 and 9. These, they have to be done better, really. But a company like Disney won't do it because they'll want to justify, the product that they put forward. But maybe not. Maybe they'll find some way to, maybe make an extended cut version or a different version. But I don't know. I mean, we're already 2 to 3 years away from Last Jedi, a few months away from Rise of Skywalker. So I'm not expecting them to do it, but maybe. But then again, that would be stretching the bar for them.
Right. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us, Ludy Bros Entertainment. Hey, guys, if you have any opinions, you want to get them heard, we want to hear what you guys think. Maybe you disagree with us, and that's okay. Leave it in the comment section down below. Remember, hit that notification bell, hit that subscribe button. We want to talk to you. We want to shout you out in the video. If you want to talk with us, that would be great. All right, we'll see you again next time.
Yep.